um, bigugia atkin Inupiatun, Lawrence. Bigugia atkin Inupiatun. What is
Amayawak.
Amayoma?
Amayawak.
Oh, Amayoak.
Hi,
Hi, Amayoak.
There you have a new favorite toy.
Okay, so Ola tingnaziga, iliso tilliorea, Inupiatun inugulavot mehlektuvot asin Atikaa Aġlizaqlaut Uiviilaut Inupiatun. And so here I compiled all of the verbs that we've learned from the beginning. And I know for akuluk and kunak, these are most of them will be new to you. But I was thinking just to get our brains out of English and into Inupiaq and to practice. I was gonna give us 30 seconds each to do nunakta. And maybe this would be make more sense or be more comfortable if we had like a little baby or even like a child with us. And I can go first, but basically try to use some of the verb stems that we've been learning. And I know we have in our memories like some of the songs and some of the post spaces and some of the endings because we repeated them so much. And maybe it's a little like awkward at first, but it's good to practice. And that way in real life when we're with children, it'll be a little bit more natural. And also like I know nunacking, like we have different ways of nunacking, and you know, definitely you're not limited to just these verb stems. There are other ways to nunac that you may already have integrated in your life, and that's like totally welcome. Anyway, but I'll start just as like a example. Hey, anong wrong? Anong wrong? Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin. Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin. Iriqalain. Kuniqalain. Dimiaqataqiqpiñ. Ilumutun. Dimiaqataqiqpiñ. Ilumutun. Asi. Oh, hey, that was 30 seconds. Suzok, Uktuaruqpiñ, or Uktuaruqpiñ.
Asmisirang, pipisirang, pipilurang, asmisirang. Hinukuna, hinukuna. Those are the ones I remember hearing other people say, and I'd start there. And now I'm blank.
Nakushok. Asi, Akuluk, Uktuaruqpiñ, you want to try?
Right when you started speaking, you caught my son's interest right away. I can read the verb stems, but always adding them is kind of it's difficult with me. I haven't honestly been practicing that, so I can kind of read the verb stems. Should I?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want, you can read them and you can translate the ones that you recognize, or you can just try.
As pick bagik itpin, that means I love you. I know that one. Gunnik, that must be kiss, isn't it? So
Mhm.
which one do you want me to read? Dimyak? I don't know what that one means, my baby. That one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. Gunno.
Yeah. Iqiiqpiñ is like to hold.
Oh,
Iqiiqpiñ.
Joel. I'm holding.
Yeah. So maybe it will be good. I can go through the North Slope, and then maybe I'll have Suzok go through the and review the Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin. So Pikbagi is to love. Igligi is to cuddle. Kunu is to coo. Iqit is to hug. Kunik is to kiss. Nunyak is to express love or affection. And I always feel like the English translation of Nunyak is real awkward and like doesn't even come close to capturing like the essence of Nunyaking. And then Digumyak is to hold. Mumigukbigi ukua Suzok.
You want me to add an ending or
You could just translate the like the verb stem, but if
okay.
you want to add endings, you can.
So Iqiiqpiñ would be the to love, and I think that's a real more northern sound region than Sword Peninsula. We'll use Iqiiqpiñ more frequently, and then when I was asking Nagori would be like and love equivalently, and Iqiiqpiñ was more like a I care for you when I asked about the difference. And then Iqiiqpiñ I had to keep notes, so I actually forgot them. I recognized them as being good terms, but I mixed them all up. So Iqiiqpiñ would be cuddle. Munari is to take care of. I don't know Moari.
To look after.
Okay. Thank you. And then Irit, we were just talking about probably is Irit with a dotted G. To hug. Kunik. Kiss. Nunyak, same way. I think I'm trying to remember how I first heard it described. Tease, lovingly tease. I don't think it was that. To affectionately, how was it? We had a really long discussion in the importance of nunyaking and how it's one of those that still is strong. Back when we did an education summit or education work group in early 2000 teens. I'm gonna try to remember that. And then DMAC would be to hold. And I write more notes, so now I'm gonna start practicing these and using these.
Yoy, tiku.
Cool.
Ilisalyorigotani. So I like to spend the first few minutes like reviewing what we've already learned. And I'll kind of put it on Suzok and I. But Mark or Kunak, since you were in the last class, Ilisimiviri Ugor. Do you recognize any of these? Ilisimiviri Ugor. I know.
I recognize the Inupiaq root and Inupiaq color.
Okay. Do you want to try translating some of them? Saying them and then translating them? What the things that you remember?
Tiamiaq Kalain, Inupiaq Rakpin. I think that one was I'm going to hold you to carry you.
Yeah, let me carry you.
Yeah. And Inupiaq Kalain is I'm going to show you love. Or going to express love to you.
Asi Susok Mumegok Biggie the rest.
I'm so busy trying to analyze them that I don't know which ones he did. Bipirang, my baby, my precious, and then it's when you're talking to them, so you're not talking about them, talking to them. Bipirang, my precious baby. Ilikaw same. Uiviilaut, my little beautiful child, and it's not beautiful. So both of them, I would still say Uiviilaut would be my precious baby, but in a more like a my precious little child, literally kind of translating it that way. Ilan my buddy, my friend, my relative, my friend. My somebody who's close to me. 8 porang. Oh, my honey, 8 pang. So 8 porang. I never heard that one before, and I think that tax makes it a little littler. But 8 pang, I actually made my husband's profile in my phone, 8 pang. And I hear people use that all the time when they reference and talk to their honeys, whether married or not. My love, my dear, my honey. Nunakatakpin. No nakatarikpin. Oh, I'm sure gonna nunak you and love you up with words. Maybe that's what it is. Love you up with what I'm saying. Di meakatarikpin. I'm sure gonna hold you. And I think that gatak in there, it seems like in our region, we always have those softeners and or qualifiers. I don't know exactly how it softens or qualifies to make it a more natural, sensible word. But that used to be something that when I would try to make my words, they would tell me that's kind of harsh and whatever. And so then usually there's these post spaces in there. And so this one I hear my mom use it all the time, and I still don't know necessarily how I would translate it, but I know up north, when working with some of the other ones from the Katsabi region, somebody had referenced it as all right, like I'm gonna hold you all right. So and then Tiamiaq Lane, let me hold you. And then Nunak Lane, let me nunak you, let me love you up with my noising, making words and sounds. Don't always have to be words. Iqiiqpiñ, let me hug you. And see, these are ones I sure wanted to learn, and so I'm so happy to learn them. And kunikaleñ, let me kiss you.
Yoy, iku.
Iku.
Below Dr. Din. Asi atukda sivuliorloko naalakasi. Let's see. I'm just gonna check real quick. Down. See. Okay. Naalakasi nevektoralusi. Naalakasi nevektoralusi. Tuvaumuin. Sivunikaktok Inupiatun. Are you awake? Tuvaumuin. Naga Norslope. Iqiiqpiñ. Asi ataw sigundelu tuvaumuin. Ataw sigundelu tuvaumuin. Tuvaumuin. Below Dr. Din. Asi or Piluratutin. Asi Suzuk Telugu una tuvaumuin pingasuni.
Tuvaumuin.
Oy. Asi akulok Telugu una tuvaumuin pingasuni.
Tuvaumuin.
Muin.
Tuvaumuin.
Tuvaumuin. Piluratutin. Araha. Asi kunak uktorupin. I wonder if maybe I should skip.
Tuvaumuin.
Piluratutin. Teku. Asi naalakasi Suzagniralusi. Nivektoralusi. Mechlirang. Asi Norslope. Inyungulung. Mechlirang sivunikaktok Inupiatun. Like my dear little child. Mechlirang. Inyungulung is more like my dear little baby. Inyungulung. Atosibun deya lakut. Mechlirang. Mechlirang. Asi Suzuk uktor yung pingasuni.
Mechlirang. Inyong ulong. Inyong ulong. Inyong ulong.
Yoi. Biluratutin. Akuluk. So, okay.
Sorry, I had to run and use the restroom. Me Miclerain Miclerain
Uva. Ikayuklakpin. Ikayuklakpin. Ilugu una. Wrong.
Rang
Wrong.
Rang
Wrong.
Rang
Yoi. Hli.
Li
Hli.
Li
Hlirang.
Li Rang 3 Li Rang
Hlirang.
Li Rang
Michlirang.
Miclerain
Mich.
Miclerain
Yoi. Biluratutin. Kunak. Okay. Maybe it's busy at where he's at. So I'll let him join in when he can. Uva. Suzagniralusi. Suzagniralusi. Nivekdoralusi. Nivekdoralusi. Nagujok. Nagujok. Duvakdoatin. Nagujok. Nagujok. Duvakdoatin. Nagujok. Nagujok. Duvakdoatin. Norslope. Adiga. Adiga. Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin. Adiga. Adiga. Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin. Adiga. Adiga. Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin. Asi adosigun deilugu. Adosigun deilugu. Nagujok. Nagujok. Duvakdoatin.
Nagurok. Nagurok. Tuvakdoatin.
Nagujok. Nagujok. Duvakdoatin.
Nagurok. Nagurok. Tuvakdoatin.
Yoi. Atulotaktusik. Atulotaktusi. Asi susuk. Deilugu pingasuni.
Nagurok. Nagurok. Tuvakdoatin. Arga. Arga. Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin. Nagurok. Nagurok. Tuvakdoatin. Arga. Arga. Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin. Nagurok. Nagurok. Tuvakdoatin. Arga. Arga. Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin.
Atulotaktutin. Akuluk. Uktuarupin. Pingasuni.
Nagujok Nagujok Tuvakdoatin Nagujok Nagujok Tuvakdoatin
Uva. Jok.
Jok
Jok.
Jok
Gujok.
Nagujok
Gujok.
Nagujok
Nagujok.
Nagujok Nagujok
Nagujok.
Nagujok
Nagujok.
Nagujok
Tavra. Atulotaktutin. Asi una. Suzagniralusi. Suzaniralusi, Nivekdoralusi, Nivekdoralusi. Nagwatun tuvakpin, Nagwatun tuvakpin, Nagwatun tuvakpin. North Slope, Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin, 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 Iqiiqpiñ. Asi adosigun teilugu, Nagwatun tuvakpin,
Nagwatun tuvakpin,
Nagwatun tuvakpin.
Nagwatun tuvakpin.
Asi teilugu pingasunni susok.
Go backwards. I start with the one that I struggle with because I want to do both, and then I'll do the one that's easier for me next. Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin, 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 Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin. Nagwatun tuvakpin, Nagwatun tuvakpin, Nagwatun tuvakpin. Is it?
Nakurok. I realized I made a mistake in spelling. So Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin, Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin, Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin.
Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin.
So North Slope, these vowels are like loa, 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 but for us it's O. Or wait, I'm getting them mixed up. AU is O.
Yep. They're about the same, but sometimes they're a little bit different depending on the sounds preceding and after. Generally. But
how would you say UA in our way?
same loa. I mean, sometimes it's more like separated and sometimes it's more together. But Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin, Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin, and I think I'm trying to force myself to get used to trying to learn those dotted L's and the PN with the eyebrows. So this is fun for me and hard. Our accents come into play.
Yeah, it's a good exercise to convert across dialects. Deku atulo taktutin susuk. Aku look, and you can choose to just do our regions, or you could do both. Whatever is most worthwhile for you. Kunak uktuarupin. So kupiak tuk kunak. Imaki kupiak tuk kunak.
Okay, sorry about that. Baby needed help. Nagwatun tuvakpin, Nagwatun tuvakpin.
Asi adasiksuli.
Nagwatun tuvakpin, Nagwatun tuvakpin. And the bottom one, I've been trying to practice with Suzuk, and whoa, that's really giving my mouth a workout. I could give it a go. Lua takpin, takpin, lua takpin, lua takpin, lua takpin.
Nagujok. Uva takpin.
Takpin. Takpin.
Taqpin.
Takpin.
Lua taqpin.
Lua takpin. Lua
Lua
takpin.
taqpin.
Lua takpin.
Hey lua taqpin.
Lua takpin.
Iqilua taqpin.
Eke lua takpin.
Joy. Iqilua taqpin.
Eke lua takpin.
Yeah, I love just the way the tongue is moving all over the mouth. Nakujok bilguratutin. Suzag nira Lucy, Suzag nira Lucy, Nivekdora Lucy, Nivekdora Lucy, Atikaa makkariklein, Atikaa makkariklein, Atikaa makkariklein, Makkat kirlakpin ai, Makkat kirlakpin ai, Makkat kirlakpin ai, Makkat kirlakpin ai, Asi adosigun delugu, Atikaa makkariklein,
Atikaa makkariklein.
Atikaa makkariklein,
Atikaa makkariklein.
Makkat kirlakpin ai,
Makkat kirlakpin ai.
Makkat kirlakpin ai,
Makkat kirlakpin ai.
Yoy. Dilguratusi. Susok ukto dilugu pingasuni.
Makkat kirlakpin ai. Makkat kirlakpin ai. Makkat kirlakpin ai. Atikaa makkariklein. Atikaa makkariklein. Atikaa makkariklein.
Sivuni kakdok nalokmitun. Let me change your diaper. Let me change your diaper. Asi akulok uktuarok piu. Pingasuni.
Atikaa makkariklein. Atikaa makkariklein.
Yoy. Below Dr.
I'll do the bottom one. More workouts for my tongue. Makka kiklakpin ai. Makka kiklakpin ai.
Yoy. Uva una. Bin.
Bin
Lakpin.
lakpin
Kig lakpin.
kiklakpin kiklakpin
Kig lakpin.
kiklakpin
Kat kig lakpin.
kat kiklakpin kat kiklakpin
Makat kig lakpin.
Makkat kiklakpin. Makkat kiklakpin.
Alaha. Inupiaq Dr. Din. Suzang ni Ralusi. Tuvaumuin. Mechlirang. Nagujok. Tuvak duatin. Naguatun tuvak bin. Atikaa makaklein. Tuvaumuin. Mechlirang. Nagujok. Nagujok Tuvaktuatin. Naguatun Tuvakpin. Atikaa Makariklain. Asiuna. Iqiiqpiñ. Inyungulung. Ariga. Iqiiqsimarutin. Iqiilautaqpin. Makatkigilaqpin ay. Iqiiqpiñ. Inyungulung. Ariga. Iqiiqsimarutin. Iqiilautaqpin. Makatkigilaqpin ay. Suzok. Aturukpin.
Can we try a line at a time so I could try to learn the tune? I think I'll get tripped up by not knowing the tune.
Okay, yeah. So do you want me to say it first?
And we could do
Okay.
us after you, one line.
Okay. Yeah. Tuvaumuin.
Tuvaumuin.
Mechlira.
Mechlira.
Nagujok. Tuvaktuatin.
Nagujok. Tuvaktuatin.
Naguatun Tuvakpin. Atikaa Makariklain.
Atikaa Makariklain.
Uvasuli. Tuvaumuin. Mechlira. Nagujok. Tuvaktuatin.
Nagujok. Tuvaktuatin.
Naguatun Tuvakpin. Atikaa Makariklain. Suli nakatapra.
Can we try like 2 or 3 all together now?
Okay, yeah. Tuvaumuin. Mechlira.
Tuvaumuin. Mechlira.
Akulok. Uktuawokpin.
Tuvaumuin. Mechlirang. Naguajok.
Uva. Muin.
Tuvaumuin. Mechlirang.
And then I'll just go 2 at a time. So Nagujok. Tuvaktuatin. Naguatun Tuvakpin.
Nagujok. Tuvaktuin. Tuvakpin.
See, I forget the tune.
Naguatun Tuvakpin. Atikaa Makariklain.
Naguatun Tuvakpin. Atikaa Makariklain.
Uva. Atukliorea. Ilukan. Tuvaumuin. Mechlira. Nagujok. Tuvaktuatin. Naguatun Tuvakpin. Atikaa Makariklain. Tuvaumuin. Mechlira. Nagujok. Tuvaktuatin. Naguatun Tuvakpin. Atikaa Makariklain. Suzok pinara ilisa liorigutani.
Something.
You wanna you wanna review it more now? You wanna sing it?
I will sing it as best I can so that you will know what we need to review. Tuvaumuin, Meklirang, Nagurok, Tuvak Duatin, Naguatun Tuvakpin, Atikaa, Makariklein. Can't remember the tune after the first two lines, but it's good words and that's
Sulli. Atoglutin sulli.
Tuvaumuin, Meklirang, Nagurok, Tuvak Duatin, Naguatun Tuvakpin, Atikaa, Makariklein.
Araha, yoy. Akulok Iqiiqpiñ.
Tuvaumuin, Mexikrang, Nagujrok, Tuvak Duatin, Naguatun, Tuvakpin, Atikaa, Makagiklein.
Araha, Atoglutun sulli. Sing. I want to hear you again.
Tuvaumuin, Meklirang, Nagujrok, Tuvak Duatin, Naguatun, Tuvakpin, Atikaa, Makagiklein.
Nagujok. Wow. Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin. Wait. Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin. You guys sure learn a lot. Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin. So I try not to do a lot of grammar. I like to focus on like listening and speaking first. But if you're curious about the breakdown, this is my first attempt. So I know with the North Slope, it's more or less correct because there's like lots of grammatical materials to work from. But in a sense, this I would say like this right here, Gik. In North Slope, it's the post space is T, Q, strong I, K. And so it's a little bit of a guess for Iqiiqpiñ-Tuvaumuin. I think what's happening is the K at the end of Makak drops, and then it's added. But some of us are learners who benefit from seeing the breakdown of the words. I try not to focus a whole lot on this, but I think there is some value in like making sense of it by just kind of looking at this. Inupiaq, any questions?
No question, but I will reinforce and affirm that this is really, really good to do and really, really helpful. And I'm even more glad we did it after we did it. So we get exposure to listening and sound and then go ahead and reinforce and then help clarify. So thank you for this. And thank you for letting it be after instead of before.
Yes, Koyana. That makes I'm gonna second what Suzuk just said. That I like it. Just we don't need to focus on it, but seeing it afterwards does help.
Yeah. I'm noticing that Duvolo, oh yeah, I think there was another translation of Duvolo Takpin that I didn't add to the song, but I'm realizing I could add it here and it's missing. Yeah, so my Shishmaraf material is like an invitation to work together with to get to like maybe North Slope level where it's all kind of set and done, but with our dialects, I think we have a little more work to do. And then, so this is just like a quick exercise. Duvak bin, I duvak dunga. Duvak bin, actually, duvak dunga. Duvolotavin. Duvalotavin. Duvalotavin. I Duvalotatunga. Duvalotatunga. So let me actually want to double check. So okay. Suzuk Duvak bin.
Yeah. Duvak dunga.
Avoksho Louis Akulok. Duvak bin.
Tuvaktunga.
Suzuk Avoksho Lu Akulok.
Ilvin Avukshu Ganga.
Oh, Uvanga? Okay, Deborah. Susuk Duvak bin?
Duvak dunga. Akoluk Duvak bin.
Tuvaktunga. Anok. Tuvakpin.
Duvak dunga. Suli. Susuk Duvak bin?
Duvak dunga. Akoluk. Duvak bin.
Tuvaktunga. Anok. Tuvakpin.
Duvak dunga. Below Dr. C, ilit kay natok. Aka, ilit kay natok. Susuk, Duvalo Davin.
Duvalo Dadua. I keep looking. Akuluk. Duvalo Davin.
Tuvalotatunga. Anok. Tuvalotavin.
Duvalo Datunga. Suli, Suzuk, Duvalo Davin.
Duvalo Dadunga. Kuluk. Duvalo Davin.
Tuvalotatunga. Anok. Tuvalotavin.
Duvalo Datunga. Araha, Tiku. Okay, Savakshat. So gonna have to write down your new song. Tuvaumuin, Tuvaumuin, Meklirang, Meklirang, Navujok, Navujok, Tuvak Dotin, Nagotin Tuvak Bin, Makat Ki Makagklain. No, Atikaa makagklain. And then so those last two questions and answers we just practice. You greet a family member every morning. Duvakbin, duvolat, duvalot, davin. And then say, like I said, avokrolunga. Then you gotta answer me, avokrolunga. Let them ask you, and then you could tell them your response. And then, so we've done songs for every verb stem that we shared at the beginning. Make sure you sing at least one of those songs every day, and you could pick which one you like best. Akuluk, I know you haven't heard them all, but if you're real dedicated, you could go through the other recordings and you could hear it. And
Yeah, that's
and then
amazing.
I know you're real dedicated. I know you'll do it. And then I hope we're all using that nga ending when we address our family members. So in our family, we're working on apong and akong for the kids to address us. And then we always use kitungorang or panirang or but I like to leave some time at the end just for you all to share like what you're doing already in your home. And it's okay if it's small, right? It's okay if it's real small things, because once you gain confidence in mastering like real tiny things, then you start feeling excited about adding to what you're doing. And I also like to just have us share about this at the end so we can motivate each other and we can encourage each other. But yeah, so like end of the class, you have reflections on how you think the class was beneficial, and then how you want to integrate what you're learning into your family, and then talking a little bit about what you have been doing. Kinya Sivuliova. Kinya Sivuliova. Oh. Yeah, I guess for me and my family, we use a lot of like don't do things like saklaw dinaw dinunaw anaw naw, don't yell, don't push, don't hit, and nalaktilalugo imiawon kurovek, flush the toilet. Nalaktilaw imiawon kurovek. And then like I was showing Suzok earlier, we found these Uiviilaut books at the Rigutit at the library, and I've been reading to my kids before bed and sometimes in the bath when they're trapped. Kenya Suli.
So I have the stickers in my home. I don't know, we put them up a while ago, and I feel like I've just been kind of taking them in. And more recently, I figured we'd start reading them, and I'd start trying to use the words a bit more on the stickers. And so just with the kitchen, Igavik, like I say, Igavik for the kitchen, Sinigvik for the bedroom, and then Anigvik for the restroom. And the kids have kind of picked up on it. They figured it out. Faces I was talking about pretty fast. So it's just I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I get a little bit at a standstill teaching, and I get like uninspired almost. And then I get invites to stuff like this, and then I'm like, okay, better go. I need more inspiration. I need to do more. I want to do more. It's helpful. And then we had recently buried my husband's grandmother here in Nome, and it's funny. So he has the relatives who married into the family, and I feel like they're more comfortable repeating the stuff grandma taught them than like the immediate family members. And so his aunt was just like talking to the kids, do you have to quisu anybody? And I'm like, oh, that's something I could use to talk about going to the Anagwik. Okay. So it's just kind of nice. Even I'm like, okay, the kids are like, what are you doing? I'm like, quisu, just I'm going to the Anagwik, I'll be right back. Just and so just little things like that has been helpful. But I'm excited to put the song up, so that'll be fun.
Cool.
I am at a standstill with actual interacting with people. My intentions are not going very far in terms of the meetings, but I still don't feel comfortable with what we're going to do. So I'm okay with that. And I'm not pushing harder. But one thing I did last week after we were done here, so within the last 2 weeks, I brought all my language materials from my office to my house. They're still in a box because I haven't figured out where I can have a shelf that they can go on. But one of the things in there that I pulled out, I have like all the bilingual materials from all the years that have been in Shish. So even back before I started language stuff, my uncle told me to take one copy of everything that was in the bilingual classroom because they had classroom sets of everything. And so I have one copy of everything. And then when I was working most recently in my last job, I ended up with some stuff that I didn't have before. And it was the Iqiiqpiñ curriculum from North that was not North from Northwest Arctic, that they had given permission for Bering Strait to change, to adapt to the dialects of each of our different villages. And so we have those in lots of them, but not all of them. And then I had never seen like the complete set. So I found a complete set, and then I found a copy of the books, and I brought it with me. So I keep taking it back and forth, but I brought this one, and it's not with me. I wish I could show it, of this booklet, for the level A and B, which is reading real basic. So the first booklet would be Aka, and I'm going to go ahead and read what that is. And I don't have it to where I can share it online with my family when we start doing it. But what I did last week was I searched and searched forever and a half to find pictures of my mom doing the things that it says in that book, so that I could have my mom with the narrative that is real simple. And then I got stuck and I couldn't even take it to the next step of my dad. But I decided how I could use them for these first two. And so the first one, I'll just say, so I'm still not doing anything with them yet, but I'm still trying to develop how I'm going to do this. But the first page says Aka, this cover page. And then the second page says Uva Aka, Kituva Una Aka. Next page, Uva Aka Kanyaktuk, Aka Swa, Aka Kanyaktuk. Next one, Uva Aka Iglangarok, Aka Swa, Aka Iglangarok. Uva Aka Swaktuk, Aka Swa, Aka Swaktuk. Uva Aka. And now this is where I changed it. It was Aka Tamorok. I changed it to Aka Akupirok because I can't find a picture of my mom chewing. The picture in the book from back then was this kind of chewing, but it's the same as this kind of chewing. And so I tried to look for with her food in her mouth. I didn't find anything, so I just changed it because this was a good picture that I wanted to use, but I had no good way to use uva aka agupirok aka sua aka agupirok, and then uva aka agujok aka sua aka agujok, and uva aka aglaktok aka sua aka aglaktok. And I actually had pictures of each of those. So I managed one complete booklet that I have with my actual mom to do with my actual siblings, to do that one. And then the next one was Adata. And then I couldn't find anything. So the ones that they had were on men's chores of the 70s, 80s, Adata, chopping wood and bringing in wood and those kinds of things. And my dad takes selfies and sends them to us on Snapchat all the time. And so the one for Aka actually said uva Aka nanga Aka uva. And so I'm gonna change it, but I still haven't. I got tired by then. So my next plan is for Adata and to do a little PowerPoint with my family, and it's gonna say uva atata nanga atata uva atata, and then the next one uva atata. So now I don't know how to do this because I don't know how to say these things, but this theme around this one will be where is he. I do have a picture of him at church. I got a picture of him in the hospital. I got a picture of him at camp. I got a picture in the living room, a picture in the kitchen. And then I was thinking, oh, I might do it one layer with actual places, and that would be a fun way to do that. And then I got a whole nother one because he, like I said, he's our good at selfies, and my one of my sisters is the same way. And then he's got one with lots of different people. So like I got one with him with this nephew or this grandson or this, and so and so my plan is to do another layer some other time. And I really would like to have this one have a picture of him and one other person in a different place every time. And this words will be where they're at, but then I could use the same pictures in the future and then use it to do kinship terms to show who is he with? Oh, he's with his grandson. Who is he with? He's with his wife. Who is he with? He's with, so anyway, that's where my brain is, and I can't wait to do it, but I definitely got stalled out. And doing it with what we actually have versus posed contrived pictures. I was getting ready to say, can you take a picture of mom doing this? Can you take a picture of mom doing that? And I decided, okay, I'll just wait. I'll ask my husband. So the other thing is I want to do this with my kids and their families because they're the ones who've committed with me in the past. And I've not managed to get my siblings and their families to join me yet, but I got a tentative promise. So then I'm thinking I might do some posed, contrived, staged pictures that are also natural of me and my husband being the Aka and Atata, and try to do that. So anyway, the next chapter or the next little booklet is on Kayoktok, and the next one after that is Aklak, and after that is Tutu. I mean, so there's this whole set, and it has a graduating level of what kind of words, short sentences are being read, and I want to figure out how to circle back to that resource, but modernize it with actual pictures, either from the internet or actual pictures from our own phones. Anyway, sorry to go long, but I got all excited last week, and then anyway.
No, it's so cool, Suzak. That's so inspiring. You could talk as long as you want for. That's my opinion. I'm not the one running the show either, though. No, you just reminded me. So my dad, he grew up with first language learners, like that was their first language. And so the sounds that I feel like I work at even years now, he just does it, and I'm like, I think I should just record him doing the sounds so I can listen to him. But he's like, I don't, the thing that kind of like, I mean, I had no idea he felt this way until he said it. He said, I don't know useful Inupiaq. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I just know like chores and places and how to do things. And I'm like, that's perfectly useful. That's useful. Let's go over what you know. We've done animals together and stuff, and and so it's I just I do want to include my dad. He has been very, very supportive. So you just inspired me, Susan. I was like, oh, I've been meaning to do that for a while. We gotta talk to my dad more about what he knows and what he's willing to share, and that'd be so cool to see your books when you're done. Oh man, that's so great.
Yeah. No, it's so exciting to hear about projects and like I love that it's designed around your family and what your family actually does. Like I think what makes speaking in our homes the most easy and is if it's like relevant to our families, right? Um, and I think I also just want to say too, like when I wrote all of this material that I'm sharing with you, I had like an incubation period of like just letting the language kind of sit with me, you know? And it actually took me like 6 months to like find the language, get used of it, and then to say it. Like that was a whole different process. Like it's almost like easier to just find it and you know put the materials together, but like this act of saying it is like a whole new realm of doing this. And so it's okay to be in that incubation period. It's okay, you know, to have it in your mind and in your heart. And when you're ready, you know, when you're ready to like share it with the world, you'll be ready. um and like it's just so important to have like grace and kindness with yourself um for getting to that point. So oh, you guys are like little sparks, little fires growing, and like I just want to extend my gratitude like koya givsi for being another light, right? Sometimes we feel alone when we're doing this work, but we're not, and we're here to support each other. So um I forget the word for Saturday in our dialect, but I will see you guys hopefully again next Saturday.
I don't think we ever settled on those terms. I don't think there was people who found, so they had gaps for sure. So we might have to use other people's words for days of the week. Cool. Mhm.
Bye, everyone. I'll see you later.
Nanakulun. Bye, anak.
Cool.
Angut no nika. Kunak angut no nika. Kunak.